I love it when the mic goes on.
Girl,
Unpopular
remind me to
opinion.
tell you. That's science, babe.
That's what's diabolical.
That is what's diabolical. I really do love it when the mic goes on.
It's a new fresh start.
A new fresh start. Welcome back, folks.
Welcome back to Remind Me to Tell You.
RM2TU. I'm Jess.
I'm David.
And we're ready for another episode.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Okay, so Jess, remind me, what did we end off with last time?
So last time we ended off with, we were talking about the whole concept of a girl's girl, and we were discussing how this episode is
Oh, yes.
the sizzling summer of Ciara.
So before we get into that,
Yeah.
I have some fun breaking Bravo news.
Breaking Bravo news.
So, some hot tea.
Oh,
I'm excited to see what you think of it.
Okay.
And I'm hoping you haven't seen half of this stuff.
I haven't, you
okay.
know.
Okay, so Salt Lake City.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
There's a lot going on.
Okay.
Two separations.
Don't tell me Whitney and her husband.
That's one.
No.
Yeah, well, they're living in separate
Justin.
places. Yeah. But that was obvious. Reality TV couples, you know. And who do you think the other one is?
Salt Lake City. Oh, I mean, I hope.
I mean, there's not
I
many
hope.
options. Oh,
I
yeah.
hope it's Meredith.
No.
Exactly. I knew it wasn't going to be her, and it should be her, not Lisa.
No.
Okay, I was like, that would be shocking, even though that should probably
The
happen
only
as
couple
well.
left. Helen.
Oh my God, the Greek girl?
Yeah,
Angie?
Yeah, the one with the
Okay.
gay cheating rumors.
That
Now
would
I don't
make sense.
I don't know if it's about cheating or anything. Monica was on the podcast on the Carlos King podcast, and
Reality Von Teese?
yes, because she talks about this show all the time. So she was saying
Track.
that because ever since the show, Angie's changed a lot, and she's been insufferable to deal with for the husband. So
Wow.
yeah. So
Okay.
those two happened within the last week or so, and the season already filmed. So, but they haven't filmed finished confessional, so they're probably going to have confessional scenes.
And they haven't done the reunion yet.
No,
Okay.
but the timing is a little sus. I'm assuming, reality TV seasons. I'm sure they timed the announcement so that they're secured for another season.
Right. See, reality TV timing
Like-
does not jive with me. Is time management my thing, would you say?
No, below zero. That's literally the worst. Yeah. So thank God I'm here.
Thank God he is here. But time management, the fact that I'm not good with it already in life, and then when you add the reality TV component of when the cameras went up, when the cameras go down, when the reality TV stuff is going on social media, I can't keep track. I'm like, I need to put this on a timeline. I have to actually draw it out.
Yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of these couple breakups, they are planned in terms of when they're going to announce it. Yeah. Next, okay, this is exciting. 2 trailers dropped. RHONY.
But wait,
Like
RHONY what?
the new one.
But is it with...
Not the OG one.
I know,
No.
but is it with the same people as the new one was
Okay,
with?
So Carol's in it, you know that.
That's
Yes. Okay, there's a little story about that. So she was actually asked to be, this is behind the scenes, asked to be full-time, and she said, no, I'll just do Friends of. But,
Who's she a friend of?
but now she's full-time.
Oh, I love Carol.
The trailer is actually, I'm going to say it, it was good.
Really?
Yes.
Can we watch it after?
Yes, it was 100%. The
I love how you don't tell me these things before we
yeah,
film.
I was dying.
Before we
I was
record?
dying to tell you, but the last 2 seasons, I fell asleep during the trailer, I couldn't even keep stay up. So I'm optimistically, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
They have to hit all the marks on this, because if this fails, I think the franchise will be canceled.
But okay, so who?
Okay, now I'm going to tell you a bit more about the trailer.
Right.
So the photo shoot is amazing. They look amazing, but Carol looks hot, fire. And she's 62 and everyone else is 40, 30. So,
I love her so much.
And she's I don't know if it's the cast official tagline one, but the cast photo, she's center apple.
She better be
She's
center
not
apple.
There's no apples in it, but she's center.
And Really, if I had to choose one Bravo relationship, friendship, situationship that I would love to go back and be like, can we bring on some kind of a mediator or therapist so that we can go back and try to mend this? It would be Carol and Bethany. Like that one, the demise of that friendship.
It's so hard to watch.
Killed me.
Yeah.
I can't rewatch those seasons because it hurts my heart so deeply.
But seeing Bethany now,
True. I
get it.
totally
And
good for, and I was always team Carol. That's really when Bethany lost me. I was like, babe.
And to add a layer, Bethany canceled her podcast.
She who doth protest too much.
She's not good in single businesses. Like,
Right.
She's good in the crowd. She's good on.
Well, when she's good when she has other people to judge.
Yes, and tear down, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, back to that trailer, though, there's two things. Epstein files come up. So they ask her about it, grill her, be like,
It's cool.
Carol.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I'm sure she's going to have a good response to that. And there's a few new characters. One of them being Martha Stewart's, I think, makeup artist. So Martha Stewart is in the trailer. Mm-hmm. She like looks right at the camera, breaks the fourth wall. It's cute. And then there's a lavender marriage. What do you think what that means when you think lavender marriage? Like, what do you think? What's the first thing that comes up?
Okay, but when you say a lavender marriage is when you have two queer people who are
Queer people.
Yeah, two queer people who are in a relationship with each other that is like they're in a straight presenting relationship despite the fact that they should arguably be with partners of the same sex or whatever.
Okay. I thought maybe like one of them is straight and one of them is gay and they're like, we're best friends, so you can have your fun on the side. But
see, when I hear the term lavender marriage, I really, to
queer.
me, it's that we're making, like, you and I would get married. That would be a lavender marriage. Different because we're deciding to do it.
Yes.
But what do you mean when you say a lavender marriage? It was announced.
So basically, in the trailer, one of the women says she's in a lavender marriage and she's seeing other women. I'm usually thinking the guy is the gay one who is seeing other men. So there's lavender marriage. I don't know. This is just from the trailer, so I don't know more.
Love.
Yeah. So very exciting. Oh, and Dorinda was on the podcast. There's no drama between the OG show, like the one that's coming out, and this new one. They all love each other. They're all excited for each other.
Okay, cool.
Because the OGs are going to the Hamptons after Florida.
What do you mean?
They're filming in the Hamptons. The E was so happy with their footage that they're extending. I don't know if they're extending the season or
this got canceled or whatever because like Jill
she
really
got
put
canceled.
her. Oh, she got canceled.
Yeah, but not the show. And Dorinda's coming on it, and Margaret Joseph is going to be filming with them. Oh, okay. I actually liked her. Okay, so enough of that. The other trailer, House of Stassi.
I figured.
So good.
The trailer was so good? Okay.
They break the fourth wall. Katie's back.
Maloney?
Yes.
Tequila Katie. We love a good Tequila Katie moment.
They really talk about the show and like they really break it. And then Christina Kelly is fighting with Katie. So there's a lot of that going on.
Christina Kelly is fighting with Katie. Why? I know who Christina Kelly is, but I feel like she was so neutral.
Yeah, she was. But she's like, I came on Vanderpump like the last season to be like your friend. I did it for you. The last show, the last season, she was just there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But it looks really good. Okay. I'm going to tune in and I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know. But, I love Stassi. So,
I know.
Vanderpump wasn't the same without her. Anyways, I think that's it.
So does this bring us back to our sizzling Summer of Ciara?
So what are we talking about today, guys?
So Summer of Ciara, I feel like we coined it that because there has been such an evolution this season, mostly via Summer House, right? That was definitely a big one. But on women and what it looks like when a woman stops shrinking herself
for others,
for other people's comfort. And I feel like that is what Ciara did intentionally, unintentionally, authentically, just,
Let's take a step back. Let me ask you one question first, and we can go from there. How did you rate this entire season of Summer House? Season 10, season reunion, the whole thing, compared to the rest? Like what was your experience? What was the rating on 10?
I don't know that you're going to like my rating.
I don't care.
Oh, it's so hard because what am I rating? I'm rating, you know me, there's too many tangents here.
Your brain is going crazy.
Right.
Are you excited to watch it again? Would you be like,
no. And I honestly,
Okay, compare it to the last 5 seasons. Where do you place it? Would you like at the top, at the bottom, middle?
I really got into it when you got into it. COVID, you told me to watch it. I got into it.
Started from the beginning.
Paige.
Oh god, yeah.
That's really what changed it for me was, Paige, Hannah, Ciara, these girls coming in. Once we found out that Paige was leaving, I was like, of course you are. Good for you, girl. Leave that show. Mm-hmm. And I was also like, okay, well, then I'm leaving with you.
Okay, a part of my soul did leave with her. Like, that's for sure.
Right. And I didn't know that I was going to come back.
I don't believe that, like, one person will save a show or bring the show down in terms of, like, the show's over. But for me, I did miss her and I did want Paige back. So it'll never be as good as the last few seasons for me personally because of that.
It's not even just Paige alone, though. It's Paige. It was her dynamic with the girls. I loved watching that. And I feel like as, I don't want to keep using the term girls girl. We said it a lot last episode and people are tired of hearing it and I get it. But it was really nice to see this relationship between girls being so genuine and caring and looking out for each other. And I miss that. Like, I really do miss seeing that because you'll see a lot with like couples. Like, we had like Bailey and Levi.
Yeah.
Levi or Levy? Levi? Anyways, but Bailey and her friend, her roommate.
Yes.
Yeah. You would have like Lindsay and Danielle. You see it a lot in couples, Hannah and Paige. But it was nice to have, and this season Mia.
I knew, I had a feeling me too. I loved her.
Love Mia.
She's so like
real.
Her story is just so authentic. Like her mom, and then just the travesty.
Oh my God, absolutely.
Like, I was moved by her story more than I think most people on the show in the last 10 seasons.
I agree with you.
Ciara had a good one with her home and the history of like Black owners and all that. But
and generational wealth and not having that. And
I find a storyline that's not about a business or like making money on these shows. That's what people are trying to promote. Like, I like to see the backstory of how we got here, why you're the way you are, and the way you move in society.
100%.
I loved it. But
I agree. And Mia and her story, that even, we're going to come back to Summer House, but Lala and Michelle having that conversation on the beach was a very marking conversation to me, where these two people were otherwise perhaps not necessarily friends with each other. And yet here you have them and they're filming a show together, but they can also relate on this huge life trauma, the loss of a parent. And that conversation pulled me in as a viewer. I was like, oh my God, I felt like I was right there. It was so authentically true.
Yeah.
And vulnerable. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate that vulnerability. So when Ciara comes in and Mia comes in, now you had KJ and they're and now they have allies to talk about how race brings about its own issues and targets and comments on social media and online.
Yeah.
And when KJ was able to chime in and be like, I see this with my sisters. I see how much more difficult it is for them as Black women. It was just such a beautiful dynamic. Dara.
Yeah. And to like pick off of that, when earlier in the season was like 4 or 5, episode 4 or 5, where they had that discussion at the table about race. Mm-hmm. And this is what I'll always come back to when the whole scandal came out, is that on her confessional, Ciara said, it's like, I got embarrassed by this white man once. Maybe twice, and then I don't want it to happen again.
Well, because Luke, white man who embarrassed her. Austin, white man who embarrassed her. West, white man who embarrassed her.
And she was definitely him the most.
For sure.
And then...
It's like, I'm not going to have... That's why he was on... What did she say? He was on probation?
Yeah. I mean, everyone's in probation in our life.
Right. Always.
Always. And so then when the scandal happened, I'm like... Now 2 people, a white woman and a white man, that literally embarrassed, and one of them being the same one. I'm like, that's why she was so devastated. I'm like, ugh, she probably felt like such an idiot. Because she's like up here compared to these 2. She's literally, like, Ciara's up here and they're down there.
Right.
And the sad part is that she thought Amanda was up here, though. And unless she, I think deep
Did
down was
she-
like, I know I'm doing something stupid.
Did she think Amanda was up
I
here?
don't know. Or she thought she was there and trying to get her to go up there.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think it was more that. And I think that Amanda maybe, because Amanda, we can go back far. I was never an Amanda fan because she always to me portrayed this pick me energy. And it wasn't just with guys or Kyle, it was with the girls too. Like she loved Paige. She wanted Paige to think of her as her best friend. And Paige's relationship with Hannah just naturally took off. And they had this banter that was unmatched. Then Ciara comes in and you're thinking she's coming in contentious waters where like, oh, my best friend Hannah is actually in a situationship with the same guy that brought her here. And she and Ciara, boom, clicked so quickly because they are real people.
Yeah.
Who are actually just connecting.
Yeah.
And that's why so many viewers are so drawn into them. And Amanda, I feel like she was always jealous.
Let me stop you on this Amanda thing. I remember talking to you when the scandal broke and you were a little bit more on the empathetic side of things.
I am,
You
still.
were saying she's the victim. You did at the beginning, and then...
Whoa. I don't think I ever used the word she's the victim. I wouldn't have said that.
But you were definitely like defending her a little bit more than you were.
And I
think.
still would, but I wouldn't say she's the victim. So just clarity.
Yeah, please, because definitely not. After the reunion and all that, like, I can't stand her.
I never was able to stand her.
Well, because like she put this narrative that, you know, Kyle was the worst and the worst
Okay,
and the worst.
Yes,
And
maybe
she-
let's get to this early because I feel like we're gonna get to it anyways, so we might as well just
Yeah.
get to it here. Like our overrated or overhated Amanda Batula.
Hopefully, we might have a different answer on this one because I think she's overrated, and I can tell you why.
Tell me.
Like you said, I never was a big fan of Amanda. I think since season 1, she was just there. She came in as the hookup, and then the first few seasons, really, it was always, you know, just Kyle's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she ever had, standing alone, I don't think she would have lasted on the show. I don't think she would have a storyline. I don't think that, you know, her friendships were deep enough for her to stay on the show. And this is why I'm pretty sure she stayed with him. I feel like the whole relationship was a lie. To me, I think that they both did it for TV. I don't know why Kyle stayed in it for so long because he could have left and still would have been on the show. Like the show was his.
Right.
So that's confusing to me. But in terms of Amanda being overrated, yes. Only the last couple of seasons where Amanda and Ciara both like propped her up and being like, leave him, you got this. And she took that advice for a second, left him, but went right back to the bottom, unfortunately. So yeah, there's a lot of hate, so I feel bad for her a little bit, sure, because I have my little empathetic heart, but even her reunion performance, even on In the City, I'm like, ugh, get her off my screen.
Right. And see, so I agree with you. I would have said that up until this point, she's always been overrated. I don't know how she made it on the show this long. I agree. Had she not been in a relationship
funny,
with
not
funny,
witty, no good confessionals.
no quotable lines.
Awful performance on reunions, like
She's a babe. Like
she got really prettier. Her style was really I liked her style.
I loved her like effortlessly.
Her rings, I feel like you like her jewelry.
Yeah. I love the aesthetic for sure. She's a babe, and I liked her. I did like what she was trying to demonstrate with other girls. Like she was laying it on really thick that she was an ally to other girls, and that when Ciara would talk about anything to do with race, she would come in and be like, "Thank you so much for opening up to us." Like, you know, I liked the performative wokeness because that seems like what it was. But she, to me, was always overrated until now, where I feel like she is overhated. And that is not because I think that she's the victim. That is not because I think she didn't bring this upon herself. That is not because I don't think that she has pick-me energy. That's all she has is pick-me energy. That is not because I think that she's not a super insecure person. She is. It's because simply I don't like it when we take it that far. I don't like it when someone's mental health is being compromised on such a deep level.
True, and I agree with you, but I just feel like she has not come out with any remorse, like zero remorse.
Not yet. It's too soon. Like she's too.
So do you think they're gonna last?
No.
Thank you.
Of course not.
Yeah, no. I think
And if they do last, it'll only be because their ego
they have to.
Their ego is getting in the way of them doing what they need to do.
And they both got, and they're both got fired from Summer House.
They did?
Yeah, we'll talk about the cast. I'll tell you who's on the next season. And I think Wes is staying with her so he can so he can get on the In City. If she comes back, if they come back for season 2.
Interesting.
I don't know if you want to know the backstory, but what was supposed to happen after Summer House was that the OGs were supposed to all leave, and the show was supposed to come a bit more fresh with younger people, and it was going to be built around Ciara, Jesse, and Wes. Before the scandal came out. That's why In the City was created, and that's why Lindsay and Kyle were going to take the lead there. Carl was in the middle because he wasn't getting along with Lindsay at this point and was not in a relationship, so he was kind of, unfortunately, not going to be on it at all, but because he did so well this season, everyone loved him, and now him and Lindsay are best friends again. Seems like it.
That actually reminds me.
Yeah, and so yeah, that was supposed to happen, but now the breakup happened and the scandal, so it changed everything. But I think the season was pretty good. But I always think that like if the scandal didn't happen, it would have been a completely different experience.
Right?
We wouldn't have viewed it the same.
No,
obviously the reunion.
That was the only good thing. And
it's Emmy nominated, by the way. Oh wait, Emmy
nominated
for show. That's shows, right? Emmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Emmy nominated.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for best like unscripted. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's impressive.
So and then Ariana Madix actually got for best host
for Love Island.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow, that's okay.
Traders got nominated. RuPaul Drag Race and on the competition side of things.
Okay, this is like a reality TV category in the Emmys.
There's for reality TV. There's competition. There's host of a reality, and then there's actually just like a reality like that's not a competition, which would be like Summer House.
Got it.
Scandal got it too. That season.
Shocker.
It's not just about the cast. It's the whole production, the editing, the whole thing. Like it's not about the characters themselves per se. I'm assuming that Amanda and Wes won't be invited, and I think it's gonna be like Ciara, Lindsay, Kyle, which is like.
I'm sorry, but it's just like Delulu Batulu. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like she's just living in delusions of grandeur, and she truly Delulu Batulu. But my theory was really like, this is a girl who clearly has not had fanny flutters in a very long time. Do you know what that means?
Sounds
gross.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. He's disgusted. He's like, ew, what is a fanny flutter? He hasn't had that in and
sounds like a floating thing in water.
Right, but it's not it's
floating device.
It's okay, it's floating, whatever. But it's like, that feeling that you get when you're like, I'm excited. And
the cat.
Right. And I know that, we watched the first reunion of In the City, and I know you want to talk about but we're not going to talk about it, but
remind me to tell you later.
I'm reminding you that Kyle looked good.
I think everyone can agree on that.
Everybody can agree on that.
Yeah,
well, and Lindsay said it. She was like, when you're having sex, you look good, you feel good. She's like, look at Kyle. Why do you think Kyle's glowing? Yeah. Exactly. This is a person who hasn't been, and neither of them, Amanda has not been sexually satisfied by her husband in her relationship for a decade. Yeah. Neither has Kyle. Fair. So I think that Amanda, like when you're a woman who's not, and if it's true that she's just at home by herself and she's smoking weed and she's doing whatever, whereas like Kyle's going out, he's DJing, he's like,
I'm sure he's sleeping around.
Right, he's sleeping around. But even before, while he was married, he was still, even if he wasn't cheating on her all the time, he was still connecting in a way that's like whatever. Amanda, who was not doing that, she was just like hanging out with her dogs and her cats and her, which I'm not judging because like a bed rot, is we're all for it. But for her, I think that she actually got the fanny flutters with Ben. And there was that whole thing with Ben at the beginning where it was like...
Who said what? Like who flirted on who?
Well, and people were saying that like he had wanted to sleep with her and whatever, and she was really downplaying it, and I thought she was so cool. This was actually like the most attracted I had ever been to Amanda. It was at the beginning of the Summer House season. I was like, okay, girl, I don't need no man. Like
everyone was...
I was like, good for you.
We were all fooled.
Well, I mean, I think she was fooling herself, though. And then when Ben was like, oh, no, you're Mrs. Mate.
Yeah.
Your mate's Mrs.
He's not coming back, by the way.
But then when he really locked in with, what was his girlfriend's name?
Sabrina.
I like Sabrina. When he locked in with her, Amanda, you could see that she felt like jaded. Then when West is like just such a touchy-feely person, he's grabbing her by the neck and he's holding her and he's defending her and he's pulling his chair next to her. I feel like she started to get... Anyways.
Well, something I can't really relate to. But maybe
you can't relate to the urge to want to be intimate with a person. You can't you can't relate to that. Like the only reason why you never wanted to have that urge with Kyle, like even the mullet didn't stop you.
No, the mullet. I was like, cause like, I love a blondie. Like that's for sure. I've always thought he was hot, but like the mullet days, I was like, Amanda,
why are you doing this?
Amanda, you're useless. Like, why did you not tell him to get rid of that hair? And only now people are realizing how much of a cutie he is.
Right. Why don't you forget about getting rid of the hair, get rid of the husband.
Yeah.
Just get rid of the relationship. You would have been so much better off. You could have had sex with Ben in Italy at that wedding. You could have done that, and all of this would not have happened.
Ben started so hot, and it just went down throughout the season. Did you?
Yeah, he really is gorgeous.
I was like, wow, and now it's just like...
Yeah, but then I really like Sabrina. Sabrina, like, the way that Amanda also did not like that. The way, because it took Ciara a while. Ciara did not really like Amanda. If you go back to earlier seasons, Ciara's not a huge fan of Amanda. You can feel it. You can feel that she doesn't really trust her. She doesn't say it out of respect for Paige, because like Paige was one of her bridesmaids, and Paige had this friendship with Amanda and they're best friends, even though Paige for sure had always a way better friendship with Ciara than she ever did with Amanda. But I really think Ciara was like quieting herself for Paige's benefit. So that. You see.
Yeah, but like Paige and Ciara would go on vacations together. Paige and Amanda never did.
Right.
They weren't real friends off camera.
And I think that it really bothered Amanda. It irked her. It's like, why isn't she choosing me? The same way as she does with men. Why isn't Ben choosing me? Why does he like Sabrina better? Why isn't my husband choosing me? Why does he like hooking up with these random DJ fans better? Why isn't Wes choosing me? Why does he want to...
Wes did choose her.
He didn't. He didn't choose her.
What did he choose?
He didn't choose her. He didn't have a choice.
Well, now he has no choice.
He didn't have...
I think he's waiting for her to break up with him, so it doesn't look like worse.
Exactly. Ciara said it. He is with you. What was the verbiage?
In spite of me?
No, he is with you not in spite of.
To spite me.
To spite me. And that, I believe, those were true words that must
they've been posting now. Like they've been back online.
Amanda and
some like wacky things, some weird shit. Even like people were speculating that she was pregnant like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And then she posted a joke, which is so insensitive.
They're so tone deaf, but like you're Delulu Batulu. I'm sorry. Yeah. She's not living in the real world.
And in the city, how messy she was, and blaming Kyle kind of for it didn't make any sense.
I didn't like that. We'll talk about that more next episode for sure. But love bombing is not support, babe.
No.
You like the things that he's telling you. I understand that maybe like in terms of love languages, the way that Kyle would show up for Amanda, he says on the episode, he says, you know, I would make your bed for you and I would do your taxes for you. And like, does he support you in that way? And it's like, maybe that's not her love language. Maybe her love language is not acts of service. It's words of affirmation. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And she wasn't getting the words of affirmation from Kyle. She's getting acts of service, but not words of affirmation. I can understand that. But West coming in, this person who is arguably a nymphomaniac narcissist.
West?
Yeah.
You think he's an nympho?
I mean,
there's something wrong for sure. Is that the disability?
I think that he has
tendencies.
I think that he has a bit of. I want to watch my words here, but he has a bit of like an addict profile.
Okay.
Weren't they using like choice words when they were going to do a little cocaine in the bathroom? Wouldn't they use like?
Not about the pasta.
It's just. Right.
They're for sure. Like, so word on the street, they were doing blow all the time. They were partying, and she was never partying with Kyle, which is always weird. Because,
I know.
And now she's doing everything she wasn't doing.
Right.
But I get also when you're in a long-term relationship, it gets boring at the end. So then something new comes up, and you're like, oh, you're going back to like ways that you weren't doing, but it's because you weren't happy in your relationship. You didn't want to go out with that person.
Right, your husband gives you the ick. We
Yeah.
all see it. We all see that he gives you the ick. And trust me, he looked great on the reunion because his wife gave him the ick. Like, I get it. When you're giving each other the ick, like, just identify that, recognize it, and be like, therapy's not going to help us with this. Like, we're turned off by each other.
Really?
C'est tout là. There's nowhere to go. At a certain point, you haven't had sex in 7 years and you're grossed out by the person in front of you. I don't know how you bounce back from that.
But can we talk about the reunion performance?
Of Amanda?
And
Performance.
Yeah. Well, lack thereof,
Lack thereof.
Yeah, if you will want to call it her sitting there.
Her sitting there.
Well, it's like it was 3 parts, and the first part was so good. I remember being, wow, usually the first part is not as good as they like build it up. But Ciara came in strong. She held her ground. I loved Lindsay having her back. And
I love how Lindsay had Ciara's back, but also didn't annihilate Amanda.
Yeah, she could have been way
like how
worse.
she could have. And she, as like somebody who identifies as kind of almost being like Amanda's big sister,
Yeah.
this is where...
And she's known her the longest of the girls.
Right.
And I think Lindsay was all of us being confused by the end, being like, we didn't resolve anything. We've been here for how many hours? And you are with someone that you're kind of like, well, I'm not sure if we're in love. We don't know what it is, but I just lost my job because of it. I'm losing millions of dollars. Girl, she lost like at least like $5-10 million because of this. 5 to 10 million. From the deals that she had that dropped her, and from the potential deals, she was supposed to be on Dancing with the Stars instead of Ciara.
Ouch.
That's
Love is a dangerous thing.
yeah. And so that's what Lindsay was clocking. And she's like she,
is a dangerous
we're in the
thing.
same Lindsay's like, we're in the same business, and you did all of that to lose all of this, and you couldn't.
Delulu Batulu.
And Kyle too was like, no one got it, no one understood it, and I don't know if I just feel like one day Amanda will wake up in a few years and be like, guys, I was wrong, and she's gonna go on a podcast and do a tell all. We're all gonna have to feel bad for her. I don't know who's gonna host it, but she's gonna come on and.
I already feel bad for her. I can predict all of that the same way that I was able to with Raquel and Tom. The same, you see it when you like.
She's an oracle.
Oh God.
I've been called that too.
Or maybe just a very highly sensitive, empathetic person.
Yeah, she's overly so empathetic. She gives the benefit of the doubt.
I do give the benefit of the doubt, but it's like, it's so easy to predict these things because it's always the same thing. Like, there's no difference between Raquel and Tom Sandoval than there is between Amanda and West. Like, that is a very similar profile.
Yeah.
And I think that that's why Lindsay still maintained so much compassion for Amanda, because from everything that Lindsay said, it seems like she was kind of raised by a bit of a narcissistic mother. And her attachment style and her abandonment issues that she's expressed lends itself to being in relation with a narcissistic person. And I think Lindsay's really looking at West and she's like, fuck.
Yeah.
You are a narcissist. And Amanda, who is the perfect person for a narcissist? Somebody who has like borderline personality disorder, somebody who is, I'm not saying that that's what Amanda has, but somebody who has that kind of attachment style where they have no self-worth or value and they just like latch on to someone.
I do think that Amanda is truly having fun in this moment, as she keeps saying, but it's going to dry out. And that's when she's going to be like...
She has no choice but to try and have fun.
Oh, no, she's been having fun. Like, I feel like she's going out again. She's doing that. And Wes
She's having sex.
Sure, whatever it is. Oh, by the way...
Nobody looks better than...
They had sex before that statement. You know, on the reunion, she said, we made that statement that we're together, and we slept together after that.
Yeah.
There was... I think they were hooking up even since the fall. After the summer ended, they were canoodling, for sure.
I mean,
we're never gonna get the timeline.
The speculation of that,
we're
like,
never gonna
we're
get
never
it.
gonna know, and does it really matter?
It's the lies.
They're lying, but when you are lying to yourself, and I think I don't want to use girl again, but when we talk about girls, I'm sorry, But when we talk about Girls Girl, like, is it actually, like, I've really thought about this since the last episode. Is being a good girl's girl the way that we treat other women, or is it the way that we treat ourselves? Because the way that we treat ourselves is naturally going to manifest in our treatment of other people.
I get it. When you're not happy with yourself, you're meaner, you're more
Hurt people hurt
erratic.
people.
Yeah,
We know.
Of course. It's hard to be happy for people when you're not happy.
Right.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just wonder when the boat's gonna sink. She's sinking, but when is it gonna be like, okay, let's start making real decisions?
Well, I think it's going to be whenever Wes decides that he's over it, and he starts to.
And he's even stories that he's been cheating to already, hooking up like.
Well, I mean, did you see his face on the reunion when the boys, like when the guys are telling him about the naked pictures or whatever, and he was like, "Oh, I just found out about this right now, and she's here." And
I have a feeling he already knew. And he was just acting like he didn't.
Maybe.
He loved that attention.
Probably. Yeah. As most narcissists would. I'm very happy that we took him off camera.
I know. And don't put him on House of Villains. Don't put him on any other show. Done. And I hope he doesn't come for season 2 in this city.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who do you think is going to be back on Summer House? Or / who do you want? And who do you not care? I mean, I told you a little bit, but do you have any idea? Have you seen any of the rumblings?
No, and I don't really care. Like now I'm like, what is gonna, as much as I'm happy that West and Amanda are not there, I'm also like, oh.
Paige is coming back.
What?
I'm kidding.
Take it back. Forget everything I just said. Oh, okay.
No, but so Kyle, Lindsay.
Oh.
Yeah, they're coming back.
What about Carl? Carl had such a good season.
Yeah. Carl's coming back.
I love him.
And then Ciara's coming back. Ciara was there was a lot of talk of her not having time. They weren't really sure. And then she was potentially only going to pop in when she can. But allegedly they only start filming after July 4th, which is usually the first weekend. But they postponed it so that she can be there, Ciara. So they're all back. Ben's out. KJ's back.
Yay.
And they broke up, her and him and
I know,
Dara, so I don't think Dara's on it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she was good, though.
She was good. Wow, she's an impressive person.
Yeah.
Her, Mia. I really liked Bailey. Is Bailey back?
Bailey's the blonde one.
The blonde one.
Bailey's back, and Mia's back, KJ's back, Ciara's back. So all of them are back, those ones I just mentioned. And then there's going to be a new... I think they're trying to get younger people, and they have to be single. They don't want people that have fake relationships, or like Ben had a relationship and he just told them that he didn't, but they don't want any of those
I don't know that he did. I really think that he locked into that relationship when he realized that Amanda was like a little bit Delulu Batulu, and he was like, okay.
I think he dated her and then was like, hey girl, I have to be on a TV show.
Right.
I can potentially become famous and make money. So
sure,
I'm gonna put you on the back seat. And then after a couple of weeks, she's like, "There's no one in this house that I want, so let me go."
Well, and I think he was able to anticipate how this was maybe going to turn with his mate's misses, and he was like, "Whoa, keep me out of this drama."
They like Jesse and Wes were good additions because they got into the mix, and you know the whole Ciara thing, and like the first few seasons, and Jesse and
Jesse's back.
Yeah, Jesse's back for sure. Yeah, he's still on his tour singing. Loving life.
Okay, well, good for him.
So we'll see next season what happens. They're filming right now. I'm sure some team's gonna keep cropping in, but Kyle is DJing everywhere in Hamptons, and they're there, and he's being so hot and making out with girls, and I'm obsessed.
You just want to be there, don't you? Do you think he'd make out with you?
I don't like.
Do you think he would? I wonder if he would.
Off camera, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like he would. Are he and Sally?
So they're canoodling.
I also found it really funny on the reunion that we saw the picture. Like he was just in Charleston. Yeah. He was with Craig and whatever. I'm like, I feel like Craig hated you when he was dating Paige, and now all of a sudden, of course, like the three boys,
like the worst boys,
right? But I really do like Kyle. Like I've always had a very love-hate relationship.
I'm happy they broke up now because in the city, like I can't watch them anymore. I'm just like. Amanda has to stop talking about the cheating. Like, girl, you could have like left a long time ago at this point. Like, if you're gonna keep bringing it up, it's falling flat now. Like, why did you stay? So they need to go their separate ways. I'd rather see Carl and Amanda if I had to choose one.
Right.
Even though this is when we're not on Team Girl. Team Twirl.
Well,
Team
see, but
twirl.
we don't have to be on team girl. You know, it's being on the team that is right. And so in this case, Kyle is right.
Yeah.
Like Kyle has been such a stand-up person, and he is her only ally.
Only.
And he's still calling it like it is. It's not like he's trying to minimize anything, but he's also not tearing her down. He hasn't just like, it would have been so easy for him to jump on that bandwagon of just tearing her down. But he's like, no, I know that this is a good person, and I don't want to be complicit in the demise of somebody's mental health.
Yeah. He's been great post-divorce or separation.
100%.
And I haven't tried Loverboy. They don't have it in Canada. And I'm almost seeing it so much on TV. I'm almost sick of them, but I would like to just try one. I know you don't like those seltzer.
I don't like
no.
seltzer things.
Martini or nothing with her. Usually me too, but if I'm at a barbecue or a party, give me whatever.
I like the Olay cans, the tequila ones. Those are actually,
and the aesthetics too, the way they
it's
can.
nice, but I also don't like. I don't like malt.
Or aspartame.
Ugh, I don't like aspartame either. No. Not because it's bad for the health, just because it tastes gross. Like I don't like that taste.
She hates it.
I'm very picky. Whereas the Olay is like natural. It tastes like natural flavoring.
But martini for the win.
Martini for the win always.
They always order that on that show. Martini.
They do. They drink a lot of espresso martinis though,
much.
and like, I don't know. I've developed an aversion to espresso martinis. I was drinking them before they were trendy.
Of course, she knows a drink before anyone else.
Cocktail queen here.
Yeah.
Like, leave it to me. I've been the cocktail queen for a long time.
Numbing that pain.
Jesse likes. Yeah, no.
Same boat, girl.
I know.
I just don't need.
But you don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
You're like not a foodie.
No.
You're like, I eat because I must.
Yeah.
And then he has like a few drinks and
it's water and alcohol. Like I don't drink soft drinks. I won't
No.
even drink juice. Like no.
and even with alcohol, it's like he's gonna look like, I don't care about the quality or the flavor. What's the percentage at? Oh, this one, fewer calories and more value for your dollar.
Yeah, exactly.
More value for your buzz.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know how buzzworthy it is, but
now we're gonna shift gears, as Andy says. We're gonna do what the valley and the city.
the Valley.
Go.
I feel like we haven't talked enough about Michelle. Michelle is just having such a great season.
I will say I didn't like her the first two
Me
seasons.
neither.
I thought she was kind of like a wet blanket. I didn't like her attitude. She was not reality TV for me. Honestly, most of the valley isn't. There's no one on there that like pops. If they cancel it, I wouldn't really care. But their first season was good though, and it just hasn't sustained. But my point is that Michelle's having an amazing season, and you did mention the passing of her mother, then dealing with the divorce. That's a lot, and
Custody.
then being on TV, like it's just such a. I felt for her, and the few times I've been emotional on Valley was her scenes.
Yeah. You feel it. You feel the vulnerability. You feel that like it's so raw what she's going through, and the fact that she's sharing that and navigating so much. She's an intelligent girl too, and such a good mom, and to be going through a custody battle, a divorce with a ex-partner who is very particular.
Yeah.
He's we'll talk about this more next episode, but he's winning me over a little. No, okay, winning me over is a stretch there, but anyways.
He takes like a couple steps forward
And
and then
then-
he goes backward.
Right.
But also having to film or be in the same room as your ex with their new
Partner.
is
I almost feel like with their new partner makes it easier, actually. If you're happy that you're no longer with your partner.
I guess.
It's like, good, distract them.
But if you're like, not over him,
If you're not over it, then it's like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
it's
That's hard.
Yeah.
And usually the one who's not over it is the one who's going to find themselves very quickly in a relationship. Like Jesse didn't necessarily want to get divorced, and yet he was like immediately with Lacey and
Yeah.
not even recognizing. And now again, it's like he's still not recognizing the red flag. But we'll talk about that more next episode. But I really do feel like Michelle, she's having a great season. I've really liked watching her. I've loved watching her friendship with Lala evolve, and in a very natural way. I love like Tom Schwartz, Lala, and Michelle, those three together. I'm like, oh, could they just be in a throuple? I would.
Oh, you love them that
Oh my
much.
God, they have such a cute banter
Right.
between the three of them. I feel like they really balance each other out. It's like yin and yang, but with a third party. I really,
I don't see it.
your threesome would look a little different.
Yes. I'd be part of it too.
Yeah. And
But
with like who? With
those hot guys.
yeah, but would Jax be there? Like
Just Kyle. There's no one on the Valley that I'd like. That's hot.
Kyle and okay, who else though?
That has to be like Bravo celebrity.
Yeah.
You're really putting me on the spot right now.
Craig?
You know what? That probably have to be Craig. Yeah. I'm sorry.
She's not sorry. She doesn't care. She gets it. She's like, yeah, he's a good hookup. Yeah. Like I should have ended it there. Mm-hmm. We hook up and then that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
It's the relationship part that is like, no, thank you. Suivant. Next.
Suivant.
Oh,
no, but back to the Valley in those cute scenes. Was it Lala and Kristen?
Oh my god. That conversation, the one about Janet.
Yeah, so like I was like kind of about Kristen, but then she won me over again with that conversation.
See, and Kristen always is going to win me over because Kristen she's real.
Okay, don't say girl.
No, she's real. She's a real person, and she is so emotionally attuned and aware and self-aware and reflective, and I knew she trusts Lala and she trusts Lala's opinion. So for Lala to be sitting there to plan a conversation with her so that she could be like, girl, I know you and you know me. And if I'm sitting here and I'm telling you that if you knew this whole story, it would change the way that you feel, I need you to listen to me. And without a moment's pause, it was like, I believe you because you're telling me.
Yeah.
And I know you. You're right. I do trust you. And that is what's everything. Because when you're two people who are going to call it like it is, you're not going to just placate people and tell them what they want to hear.
I just loved when she said, I don't even doubt Janet's experience. Like, I believe her.
Yeah. And that doesn't mean
I'm going to... And her hate for her, you know? Like, she was like, no, I hear you.
Right. And it didn't immediately change her opinion to be like, oh, okay, well, because of that, I'm going to be friends with her again. No, there are some serious gaps and issues that Kristen has clocked that she's still not, that this doesn't eradicate. Yeah. And maybe she'll lean into it with a bit more compassion. But I also want to comment really quickly on the friendship dynamic, but not between girls necessarily. But what about with gays and girls? Because like Zach and Brittany.
Okay, so you have girls gays and you have gays. Do you know the difference?
Yes. You're a girl's gay. Well, and a gay is gay.
I'm a hybrid. I'm a hybrid.
Yeah,
but I'm a 60-40 though. 60 girls, 40%. Because I need like...
Because you party with...
I love the gays to go out with.
Right.
Or like it was like a pride weekend. Like, let me just go all out. But then like...
There's no girls.
Yeah. Exactly.
We're not invited.
Yeah. No, I don't have to take care of you.
Fair. And I don't want to have to watch you.
Yeah. Or I just like know what my girls like. And I'm like, I'm not going to put you into something that I know you're not going to enjoy.
Well, even when I went to Pride, I went to Toronto Pride recently. It was so fun. It was my first.
Yeah, share everything that you saw.
No, I'm not going to share everything that I saw, but it was my first Toronto Pride, and David was so cute. He was like, "I have a hotel. You can come stay with me. It's super bougie. I got you, girl." I was like, "Oh my god!"
And she's in Montreal, so she had to like.
Yeah, I took the train to go see him, and it was my first Toronto Pride, and so I like to bed rot. So I'm like, put me in a hotel. I'm like, I don't need to leave the hotel room. I'll just stay in the bed. And then you can come in and out of your parties and then just like come lay in bed with me.
Order room service.
Yeah, I'll order us food and and I'll make you a drink and we'll have a little kiki conversation about what's going on. We'll get set up for the next party. You'll come back. But anyways, he was so cute. He had like sent me his itinerary and he was like, okay, I'm going to this party. There's still tickets available for this. I feel like you could like this. It has a bit of like this kind of feel. This Sunday day party, you're going to love this. This is for you, girl. You're going to feel really good at this one. The nighttime party, I wouldn't invite you to that. That's like really patriarchy gay. You're not going to feel safe there.
No. And yeah.
But so fair. Like, I wish my girlfriends would sometimes have the insight to think about the person that they're bringing somewhere and be like, you're going to love this. You're not going to like this. Come for this.
Even the music. Like if it's like
whatever.
A genre.
A genre.
That you don't like. But
a double entendre?
Yeah. But what about Pride? I like when I come back and I wake you up and I just want to eat with you. And
oh my God.
I relate with Kyle because Kyle Cooke eats.
Like a slob?
Yeah. But you know, like I but I don't.
Oh my God, eating fettuccine
I
Alfredo
don't like
in
do
the
it alone. I
bed.
want to like talk
Do
to
it with another
somebody. I want to
person.
talk about my
So the
night.
first night I'm in Toronto for Pride. Oh, Saturday night party. We have our Kiki sesh. He leaves to go to a party after coming back from a party. So now it's like 10 o'clock. He's leaving. I'm going to bed. That's what I do. I go to bed at 10 o'clock. Next thing you know, it's
Go to bed. I literally left.
I left.
Yeah. I'm not.
5 o'clock in the morning.
I'm putting you to bed. Yeah.
Yeah. He was tucking me in. Okay, kiss, kiss. Good night.
Be safe.
Be safe. I'm like, you be safe. But anyway, he leaves. Next thing you know, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what time it is though. Barges in the room. Does he try to be quiet at all whatsoever? No, not at all. He's like, bitch, you're in my room. Okay. This is what we're doing. This is what I brought you here for. You are my hotel goblin wench. And so, so he barges in. He's like, hey, bitch, I'm back. Okay. Get up. Let's talk. Whatever. I look at the time. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, okay. So we sit up and then I had ordered food and he's like getting the food. Oh no, you had McDonald's. You had brought McDonald's.
And no fries.
Yeah, I was like, could I have some fries if I'm up anyways? And he was like, bah, I didn't get the fries. I just got a bunch of burgers and nuggets. I was like,
I was stressed ordering on Uber.
oh my God.
Uber Eats.
Anyways, so we're sitting there in bed and he's just like chowing down his burgers and his nuggets and he's talking to me about all the things. And
All
then,
the boys, like, please.
then literally 30 minutes later, he's like, okay, time for bed. It's like West and Amanda when they're spitting olives into each other's mouth, but
Their
we do
dirty
it with like
martinis.
melatonins and
And vitamins.
reset.
Because usually the gays don't want to eat at the end of the night.
I don't like eating at the end of the night either. I'm like, no, thank you.
It depends what the plans are.
I guess, and how much you drink.
Yeah.
You're usually deep in the sauce.
Well, it's because I don't like eating before I go out just because I find it like just makes me tired and like lethargic.
Right, and you also want to be mindful.
Yeah, and have good breath.
Good breath. Breath comes out of both ends. Can I say that on a podcast?
Or in.
In. You hear the birds chirping in the background. It really it's like, wow.
Like, where are we? Is it appropriate? It's like
Birds make it all okay.
Too early for.
We hear the birds chirping. I'm like, bah, can we say anything too vulgar with birds chirping in the background?
Yeah. Okay, let's back on schedule here. Okay, we spoke about the Valley. Anything else?
Okay, I did have this question about Ciara. Do you think that Ciara became more confident in herself over the course of this season, or do you think she was always this confident, but she finally like made the decision to stop shrinking herself for other people's comfort level?
Okay, I think a bit of both. I think like naturally you're gonna gain more confidence, just being like a job, like your first year over your fifth year, seeing like she's been on this show since season 5. I'm sure she got more confident with time, being on camera, being around these people, getting to know these people more and more comfortable. So I do believe she's gained more confidence, but I also think because she's a human, she wants to see other people thrive, and she's willing to take a step back for someone else.
Oh yeah.
For her friends and her partners, whatever it is. But I think she learned so much from this season. And so I think now we're going to see the true Ciara. And I think she's going to be like, I don't give a fuck era. I'm doing what's best for myself. And now her real growth is going to happen. And we're going to see her blossom. I think this is just the beginning.
Right. And it really does lend itself to how women in general, from a societal standpoint, this is not just Bravo TV. This is women in the workplace. This is women with their families, women with their partners, women with their friends. We have this tendency of feeling like we're too much or we're not enough. We need to either make ourselves bigger or make ourselves smaller. But like the box is so finicky.
Yeah. And again, to bring back to Summer of Ciara, the two things she did, I don't even know any other Bravo Lab ever done. When the scandal broke, she posted the trans thing, like raising money for them, and then even about the kids, the Girl Scout.
Oh, yes. Another question that all of this had me grappling with is also the concept of being chosen or choosing. And I feel like as women, when you go back and you think about fairy tales and you think about all of the things that we would watch, it's like for women, our mindset has always been like, all you need is to be chosen. Once someone chooses you, you won, girl. Ciara again, she was like, no, I'm not going to wait for you. You are not choosing me in the way that I want to be chosen. You've chosen me in many ways, and yet I'm choosing myself, and I'm not putting myself in this situation. I'm not going to shrink myself for your comfort, your betterment, not doing it. Not today.
Satan.
Exact. Neck. Ankles.
Today.
And
Wrap
okay.
this up.
So guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed our little
Yeah, I had so much fun today.
Summer of Ciara episode. I loved it. I think it was great.
Keep living your best summer, guys. We're halfway through it.
That's right.
Be cute, be slutty. Do actually both.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever
because it's
floats your
not.
boat.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares if sex sells? We don't even
Sex
care.
does sell.
Yeah, but who cares about that? Whatever makes you feel good.
And you choose. Don't be chosen.
Don't wait to be chosen. Choose yourself every single time, and choose for yourself as well. And remind me to tell you next episode why I think that reality TV, perhaps an unpopular opinion, but this is for the critics who are never going to tune into this. So, remind me to tell you why I think that reality TV is quite possibly the safest place for people to learn pattern recognition, learn about red flags before they become your own.
I'm not going to talk too much on that because we're going to talk about it next week, but I do know that reality TV is basically a big human psychological
case study.
Okay, guys, this was so much fun.
Thanks for tuning in.
Remember to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Remind me to tell you
Pod
at on all social media.
at gmail.com if you want to email
I was
us.
going to say that. I was like, you want to email us too? Send us
Send us an email.
some hot tea.
Yeah, ideas, voice
Yeah.
notes.
For sure, exactly. Some do's and don'ts for us.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
And then, of course, we're going to be on YouTube, and you can listen to us everywhere you get your podcasts.
Love you guys. Thanks for coming.
Love you guys.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.